In her article for the Bangor Daily News, titled, 50 Years Ago, Stephen King's Carrie Changed Literature, in Maine, Emily Burnham writes, Stephen King's debut novel, Carrie, revolutionized the horror genre and permanently altered the perception of Maine. And Burnham is right. With Carrie, Stephen King introduced readers, both within and outside the United States, to a world that was both real and imagined, a world rooted in small-town realities, yet also of Stephen King's own making. Burnham continues, writing that, the book was set in Maine, but a Maine that most readers never encountered in literature. The Maine most people know was one of rocky coasts, rugged mountains and endless trees. It's vacation land. King's Maine is closer to reality. Its seemingly placid exterior barely contains an interior rife with secrets, mystery, shadows and even violence. It's full of ordinary people, forced to do extraordinary things. It's the Maine King grew up in. And 50 years on, Burnham's article uncovers the true heart of King's magic. His ability to paint the microcosm of Bangor, Maine, in a way that is fascinating, relatable, and, ultimately, terrifying. As King's real power as a storyteller, as revealed in his best work, is his almost unparalleled talent for small-town dark tales, tales of simple folk fighting seemingly omnipotent evil forces. Stories like Salem's Lot, Pet Sematary, The Mist, Carrie, and Storm of the Century, take the reader/viewer on a guided tour into the hearts and minds of its heroes and villains, as they do battle, sometimes physically, sometimes psychically, while the woods surround them with their secrets, the dilapidated houses keep their monsters within their walls. And pits, sewers, and cracks in dimensional barriers, unleash long-trapped nightmares. These books and short stories, and their film and TV adaptations, have made King a superstar, a genre, and, in many ways, deservedly so. When King is writing about small towns, he is truly king. But as his long and varied career has proven, when King ventures outside Maine and its small towns, he, more often than not, stumbles. Books like Firestarter, Dreamcatcher, Mr. Mercedes, Later, and Dr. Sleep, are, for the most part, failures. As it seems that the further away King got from his roots, both culturally and economically, the less focused and more indulgent his writing got. It is safe to say that, with few exceptions, early King is the best King. And although he wrote some misfires also set in small towns, like The Dark Half, and the abysmal The Tommy Knockers, most of his masterworks are set in small towns. As Emily Burnham writes in her article, it is Maine where it all started 50 years ago, with a powerful teenage girl dreamed up in front of a typewriter in the Bangor area. And it's where King returns to again and again, in a fantastic story that still is being written.